You know, at one time here in Battery Point, most people had to walk.
There was very little in the way of vehicular traffic.
Today, the buildings still have the quiet charm of Hobart Town a century ago, but
the mode of transport has dramatically changed.
Purdon and Featherstone, the business of boat building began in the 1830s.
These shipyards have remained almost unchanged by time, but many ships have started their service here.
Certainly for Tasmania, a most important launching came in 1959, not at the Battery Point Shipyards here in Hobart, but rather at the New South Wales State Dock in Newcastle.
A new era was marked by the launching and maiden voyage of the Princess of Tasmania, designed by the Australian National Line to provide a new style of passenger service between Victoria and Tasmania.
For the first time, roll-on, roll-off facilities for the touring motorist. Almost incidentally, the Princess offered a similar service for cargo. The tourist trade boomed as expected, but
it was the new methods of cargo handling that revitalised the entire transport system in Tasmania and spurred the whole state on to its greatest development.
and productivity have always gone hand in hand in Tasmania. As far back as the 1820s, the hue and pine forests of the west coast provided unexcelled timber for shipbuilding.
Convicts carried out this back-breaking work of felling the big logs and getting the timber to Sarah Island in Macquarie Harbour, where they were taken by sea to Hobart.
We're getting a different kind of wealth from the west coast these days.
The original gold mine at Mount Lyell, founded in 1885, is now concentrated on the production of copper-bearing ore.
For years, the Mount Lyell Company ran its own railway to Strawn, the nearest seaport. Then a road transport system took over, utilising a fleet of 9-ton trucks. Now increased production has meant a return to rail transport as well, using the railway line to the north coast port of Burnie.
Indeed, the northwest of the state is rich in other minerals apart from copper. Tin, zinc, lead and silver are mined by electrolytic zinc, Cleveland tin and Renison.
While at Savage River, a town of 1,500 people has sprung up. A project costing $70 million to utilise the surrounding iron ore deposits. The transport problem here has been solved by a pipeline 53 miles long that carries the crushed iron ore to the newly built pelletising plant at Port Latter on the north coast.
This plant is turning out high-grade iron ore at a rate of 2.25 million tonnes a year, much of which is shipped direct from Port Latter to Japan.
Don't forget the importance of the railways when you talk of transport.
Even whilst the Princess of Tasmania was still on the drawing boards, railway executives realised that this new type of ship offered big opportunities for container traffic, a field in which some experiments had already begun. So when the Princess
made her first voyage to Tasmania, she carried some 40 of these specially built cargo containers called railroaders. Not only can they be used here on our railways, but they are also adaptable for Victorian and New South Wales rolling stock. Among the first people to gain the benefits of this rail ferry service were the local potato growers.
Containerization has certainly helped us.
Previously, delays and damage had frustrated their efforts to export to the mainland.
Now other primary producers go the rail ferry way. Refrigerated containers for frozen vegetables, heated ones for liquid chocolate, specialised containers for cement and other products.
You mustn't forget the airlines either. Air services in Tasmania have grown enormously over the last few years. They're linked with almost continuous services to the mainland and, in turn, tie up with international flights. And the airlines follow the same modern pattern of containerization. Cargoes are handled in specially equipped planes on easy-to-move pallets.
Manufacturing firm of Patons and Baldwins have proved the advantage of air freighting millions of pounds of wool to their customers in all parts of Australia from Launceston.
Airlines also carry large cargoes of screen-printed textiles and carpets.
This airport in Launceston, like Hobart, Burnie and Devonport, is close enough to the city to be part of one big transport tie-up. Air, road, rail and shipping facilities are completely coordinated.
Line's busy cargo ship, the Bass Trader, turns around here at Bale Bay on the Tamar River. One of 7 such ships she loads up with
blankets, fabrics, wool and yarn, engine bearings, cereals and beer, all produced in factories around this part of Tassie.
Another arrival here at this port on the Tamar River is the newest ship in the line, the Australian Trader. As she berths, she passes close to both the big primary aluminium installation, Comalco,
and the ferro-alloy plant of the Tasmanian Electrometallurgical Company. Linking Bale Bay with its opposite port of Beauty Point is the Batman Bridge, recently completed, one of the most important in the statewide highway network. It is among the world's first cable-stayed truss structures, with the A tower reaching a height of 315 feet.
The journey that was once 55 miles between Bale Bay and Beauty Point has been considerably shortened by the use of the bridge.
So the flow of traffic increases on our roads, and the road-building projects expand to accommodate it.
When the current program of roadworks is completed, Tasmania will be served by a great circle of seal bitumen highways in first-class conditions.
Tasmania's power to produce and grow comes from its mountains. Already the Hydroelectric Commission has built 15 power stations in the midst of some areas that are still largely unexplored.
It is the cheapest electricity anywhere in Australia, and when the Mersey Falls scheme is completed, the present output will be doubled.
Electrical power, industrial and commercial growth, and a transport system that joins sea,
Road
rail,
and air services joins them into continuing development. Whatever the weather, these are the heart and muscles of Tasmania.
It is certain that in the future the transport industry will play an ever-increasing role in the state's progress.
And today, more than ever before, Tasmania is on the move.